Welcome to Can't Draw Horses Club. I'm Corey, and today we have Carrie.
Hello.
I was just struggling to put my hair out of my way for today's episode, so I'm going to continue doing that. Uh, Introduce yourself, Carrie.
Hi. I'm Carrie. You might know me as Iris of Ether in chat. I'm a community member, a longtime crafter, and I've been doing the Desert Bus Craft Along for the past 5 years.
Yeah, I'm
So
looking forward to the next one. The
I
last one
am.
was pretty epic.
Yeah. Oh.
You made minis of like all of our Dice Friends campaigns.
I wanted to make more Dice Friends minis, and my back decided to tell me that it did not want me to make Dice Friends minis any longer.
Always listen to your spine, folks. It knows what's
That
up.
that is true.
Okay, so Carrie has made a slideshow for us to
I have.
introduce the subject, and I'm going to run that for us on my end. So,
Okay.
uh, 1 second, and take it away.
All right. So, the topic for today is chimeras. Next slide. Do you know about chimeras? The namesake of the chimera was Chimera of Greek mythology. The fire-breathing offspring of Typhon and Echidna, she is the sister of Cerberus and Hydra. You'll find her equally comfortable on pottery or in the dungeon, killing the party dragoon. I was the party dragoon. Next slide. Today, scientists have used the myth of the chimera to describe our modern world. Examples include this non-binary cardinal, this combination kitty, and inexplicably this entire genus of fish.
Is that a
Next slide.
goblin shark? What is
I looked it up. It's on Wikipedia.
a chimera fish? Okay,
There's some sort of bony fish genus.
okay.
All right. Over the years, people have created all sorts of new and exciting types of chimeras. TV, movies, video games, and anime have featured these beloved characters. There are new ones every year. Next slide. With near infinite options, there are many ways to build your own affront against nature and morality. I hope you can join us today on this journey. All right, and then I have some sources at the end.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Like the little joke. People can find the joke for themselves at home. All right. So yeah, we're going to be disassembling some plastic models, figurines, toys,
Mm-hmm.
and sticking them back together again. I forgot to grab glue. I might need that later, but
You
first
probably,
I'll have to take stuff apart first, and that's gonna be like the whole time.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
Also, I
Yeah.
misplaced one of my pieces again. I keep leaving him behind. I'll have
Yeah,
to
I
go get that. Oh no, I found him. Never mind. Yes. All right. So, uh, you've got your stuff.
yes. So I decided to start with I've done a bunch of Kickstarters in the past for like one of my first miniatures companies was Reaper Miniatures, and they've done 6 or 7 different Kickstarters of versions of their minis that are a bit cheaper and plastic, which I find to be honestly really nice for doing modding like this, because they, especially the really early ones where they were done in white plastic, they're just extremely soft vinyl. You can cut into them, really easy to drill out with
Yeah, that made
pin.
their like
Yeah,
arms and legs really not work great though.
yeah, exactly. Which is sort of why I'm glad that they switched to this harder plastic for future ones. But so yeah, I honestly, if I was going to get human scale minis, I would probably just go with a different company or go with their metal ones. But for monsters, where they're a bit chunkier, they're just they're really nice to deal with. And honestly, cheaper than even like a lot of 3D prints. So
Hmm. I went to Value Village, which is Canadian chain thrift store, and I got myself a fresh horse, fresh faced horse. I'm going to remove the face, and I wanted to. I just keep looking at him like, oh God, seam removal. I can't leave the seams the way they are. And I got this 2018 Jurassic Park dinosaur that clearly had like a dart in its mouth that is missing. Let's see. There we go. It's got a dart shooter and it's got a button. And I like that the tail is independently jointed. Like, so I'm gonna spend most of my time defacing this horse, and then I want to just break this dinosaur so I can see how it works. Probably.
Yep.
All right.
Excellent. I too, I went to a Goodwill and I didn't find extremely good quality toys. Because yeah, that's the nice thing. You can also do this with like toys and dolls and stuff. But what I did do is I went to a Big Lots and let me see. I have my requisite horse,
Good. Yes.
which is a 99-cent Big Lot special. So Sunny Star Scout might be.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask for you to show the cutie mark a little bit more, uh, but if we know the name, then we control it.
And then I also got Monkey Island Aquatic Tube.
Tube.
So
So you got lots of fish limbs and fish fins and
yes,
a translucent horse.
I dug to the back to get to the aquatic ones because I think there's a lot more. It's a lot more I can work with on this.
Right. I'm just like trying to consider my approach here because the horse feels brittle. Like it's like that's gonna shatter if I try to smash.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go look through my pile of tools.
Yeah, if you've got like honestly, if I had
Like
a diamond saw.
sidesteppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you might do is start out by drilling a few like holes in the and kind of like giving it a dotted line.
Yeah, I have this hand drill.
Yeah.
It's gonna. I should probably actually. I probably have a punch for starting my holes too.
Oh yeah.
I'm so smart. Sorry, I've got this big bag of screwdrivers. I can. Yeah, it's full of.
Excellent. Yeah, if I get through my first actually like fancy ones, I've got more toys. I found a rabbit.
Oh,
I have a horse.
horse. That's
or maybe a strorse.
horse, stripy horse.
Yes.
Hmm.
And I got a bag of. So the thing is sometimes I do like terrain work, and I've been watching a lot of terrain making videos, especially from I think
Oh.
Black Magic Crafts is pretty good.
Okay.
And so one of the things that people do is they look around for like cheap plastic stuff in stores, especially on clearance, that has interesting textures or shapes, because then you can just repurpose it. And this is really just the explanation as to why I've got a bag of palm bones. And just some skulls, so there might be some nightmares later. Thank you, chat. Alright, so what I'm going to start out here with is I have a shark that I'm going to sacrifice to the cause.
Perfect.
And then I had a dragon, which I actually have this dragon already in metal. So I don't
Oh,
need a second one. So I'm just going to steal all its limbs.
I see they have already been detached or were never attached to begin with.
Yep. Yeah, Oh, I've got plans for the limbless dragon, don't worry. But yeah, I think oftentimes, especially in metal, they would want to have things be fairly flat so they could cast them better. And so they would cast things in multiple pieces and leave it for your assembly later.
Right.
So yeah, this comes pre-delimbed.
Right. Oh, the drilling is actually not that bad. I was expecting to have to like really work at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love pin vices. They're extremely used. I'm actually going to start using one right now. I've got a few different sizes.
Come on, everybody. Drill it home if you have one.
So one of the reasons that I've got pin vices is that one of the things you can do for minis for strength is you can pin them. So it's generally just figuring out where you want to stick it. Or that, yep, okay,
Yeah.
let's rephrase this. Where you
Um,
want to pin two pieces together. Usually making like a little mark or something, drilling on both sides, and then you can either go and get fancy wire from
oh.
like a store or a model train shop, like this Metal Shapes, which is delightfully generic, or you can be cheap or clever and use paper clips.
Oh.
And since I work in an office and I just
The paper
have,
clips are free.
yeah,
I've reached the interior of the horse.
brand new sentences.
Look at that. Look how clean that is. Such a good hole.
All right, we're gonna make this guy a leggy boy. So first, I'm gonna clip off the extra here.
Isn't that how they kill cattle in a slaughterhouse? No, Knocker takes a spike to the forehead, not the under the jaw. One of my cousins was a Knocker.
Oh boy. I think I learned about that from Fallout of all places
Really?
with the Brahmin.
Oh,
Because I could swear in one of like in Fallout 1 or 2, I think there's a quest where they give you a sledgehammer and it's
yep.
and yeah. Oh, speaking of, that was one of the so in recent years they've got like I think what is it, Modifius has made Fallout minis, which I like. But prior to that, since I really enjoy making referential minis or minis that remind me of like games I've played or movies I've watched or whatever, I saw a tutorial someone made on making your own Brahmin.
Yep.
So I think I do have a sack of random farm yarn pieces somewhere, but you can just make your own Brahmin. This one's primed.
It's cute. I've definitely seen people make like dioramas with like little. Ah.
I had to take the second head from somewhere.
Uh huh. Behold, you've heard of two-headed cows, but no, for the headless cow. Now you have spare ribs. Ooh.
Oh, and since this isn't even my first Brahmin, I have 2 of them, so I'm not
Yes,
sure.
yes.
All right, okay, all right, this is happening.
They're kissing.
Okay, we can do this quick before the actual good one.
Oh, you can show off your pin lock
Yep,
system.
yep. So, and this is nice. I think feels like vinyl, so I can just
Just jam right in there.
yep.
So soft.
And then so you're gonna want to just kind of like if you were using a drill press, you'll want to pull it out every so often and remove
The
the
gunk.
shards. Yep. So then you can the next pass through, you can get a little bit further into your drill.
Grip on the actual stuff.
Yep. And this is honestly fine because unless your figure is extremely heavy or going to be, hit with some particularly hard like table play, you don't need anything particular. I probably didn't even need to pin this, but
No.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
All right,
It's the perfect
so
opportunity. You've got two matching surfaces. Gotta show off the technology.
yeah, I think what a sprue is the plastic bits that the larger molded stuff comes on, which do actually have a use. Um,
Yeah, I did say I was gonna try to make some sprue goo or something, but I couldn't find our
uh-oh.
sprue.
Oh no.
But the
Okay,
sprue
let's
is the channels for injection molding.
yeah. Okay, good. My super glue bottle came apart. Yeah, and I know some of the older sprues, if they have like a trapezoid shape, what you can do is you can save them and then cut them into bar shapes on the slight diagonals,
Yeah.
and they look like gold bricks. Oh, uh-oh. So I'm gonna do this, clip off a little extra. This is, I think I drilled it out a little bit too wide,
Oh,
but that's
too
fine.
greedy.
And sometimes what I'll do is I might try and do a little marker on the tip to try and line it up better. And it
Oh.
works fine.
So
Could
like
work better.
if there's friction points it shows up or it transfers the ink or what do you
Yeah, I'm just trying to make my rather than eyeballing it, uh get a little bit more spot on, and it works fine.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not a god hand. This is, I think the brand is like Xuron, Xuron Corp. Uh
Yeah,
and it's
I
just a
left our god hand out on the table.
yeah. And I think the god hands are only rated for plastic, and I use this to clip soft metal. So
Yeah, don't do that to your god hand.
no.
Get some
Oh.
other side cutters.
Yeah, I will say I tried to use this. Well, I tried to use the predecessor to this clipper to remove some metal clips from a cast iron car pieces, and the clipper did not win, so I had to get a second clipper.
Cast iron. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're gonna glue together things like this, super glue is usually pretty. It's a good default. Um, Like if you're gluing hard plastic to hard plastic, I think that you'll get a better bond with plastic cement because it's actually, melting and fusing it. But that doesn't work with most materials. It's obviously not going to melt and fuse metal.
No.
Um, but the downside to super glue is it's really brittle. So
Yes. We also learned recently that you can just stick it in the freezer because it's
yep.
exposure to air that makes it go change state. And yeah.
Oh,
So you can just put it in the freezer for indefinitely.
I should, in retrospect, that makes sense. Because you can get industrial grade like cyanoacrylate super glue. And I happen to know from like some of the folks I work with, I kind of work tangential to supply chain, so I know that there are storage instructions for like go put it in a place that's like below freezing or just above freezing.
Yeah.
The storage directions. So that makes sense.
Keeps it liquidy.
Okay.
Good flow.
So this here is two-part epoxy. It's two-part epoxy putty.
Oh, cool. I've never
Yeah,
used that.
hobbyist call it green stuff. I think that this, if it's not similar to what plumbers use, it might be the same stuff.
I think they use like a liquid latex.
Oh, like I know you can get larger quantities of this than you can get at the hobby store. This is just a hobby store amount.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've only used like liquid two-part epoxy for like
Okay.
archery stuff. That makes sense for like gluing fiberglass.
Yeah, that makes sense. And there are different colors of these. I've seen brown silver and I think like maybe white blue.
Okay.
And they have different. Yeah. If you are a miniature modeler and you're not doing it on a 3D program, you're doing it kind of the traditional way. You are probably using mostly this two-part green stuff and maybe some of the the silver brown when you're trying to go for harder, sharper edges.
Show people progress of my horse.
Yay!
Holes.
Excellent horse. Oop.
Horse holes. Soon face will be away. And by soon I mean like I can see myself going on this for like another half hour.
Yep. Yeah.
Especially as my hands fatigue because I don't do a lot of this. I don't use screwdrivers or awls or drills very often.
Yeah, and it's like these are comfortable enough to use in short doses, but yeah. I think this one is. I want to say this is either Army Painter or Citadel, and it actually has a little rotating bit at the end, so
Yeah,
you can
so
hold
does
it
this one.
and. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Which I accidentally unscrewed when we started, so it was like coming apart in my hands, and I'm like, I just want to get a little bit further. No. Yeah, tiny screwdrivers should all have that little pivot.
Yep. So folks may have noticed when I took a little bit off of this, I cut out the piece where the blue met the yellow.
Yeah.
Because it's prematurely hardened. So if you don't do that, it's gonna leave a little hard piece in there, and
No.
that's no good.
No lumpies.
Okay. This is good enough. So one thing that I found out, so I was never, I've used this generally for just gap filling.
Right.
I'm definitely not at the professional grade of sculpting. But one thing that I don't know why I did not do this earlier. I found out like 2 or 3 desert buses ago that the prior stuff I had was like a half a decade to a decade old. So it made it a lot nicer when I replaced it. And then second, this stuff is, I've heard it described as like trying to sculpt chewing gum.
Yeah, because
It's
it's not like it's a little bit like a kneadable eraser, but it's not
yeah,
like plasticine.
but it's sticky, and so it'll get on everything, and it doesn't want to stick on the things you want it to stick on, and just it's a mess. So if you have either one of the following three, well, if you have something to keep it, moist, you're fine. It actually works real well. Uh, Water to some extent, which I've got a cup here. I've heard of some people using their own saliva. I'm not doing that. Ew. And also just petroleum jelly.
Just huck a loogie on its face like, "Huh, you're dirt.
Yeah,
I
no,
hate you."
I'm absolutely not.
Mixing your saliva with the products you're giving away to people.
Yeah, no, no, that's that. No. Um, So a lot of the like really fine, like I have sculpted so many little beards and eyeglasses on minis just from Desert Bus.
We do have a lot of beards and eyeglasses.
And unsurprisingly, minis don't tend to come with. I mean, sometimes they come with the right beards. They don't generally come with the glasses.
Uh,
Um,
Ian and I have a bunch of Figmas. I was gonna bring my Leighton Figma because if you start like kit bashing or making model combinations, if you have a standardized set that just clips in together, that's a place to start. Like you see the oh my god, the Toy Story Woody doll head on lusty baby or babe bodies uh, on the internet. That's why that works because they use the same set. Um, yeah, but we found a just a small box kit of metal glass frames, so you can just bend your own little tiny metal glasses for some specific models.
mhm.
It's cute.
Oh,
It's cute. It's like buying dollhouse furniture. It's
yep.
like this like little tiny package of 50 assorted glasses frames, you know?
I I need to not get into that hobby. Because I would fall down into that very fast.
It's kind of
What?
like the ball joint dolls.
Yeah. I see that I missed. Okay. So Darth Paradox asked, "How long can I work with this before it starts to harden too much?" I think it's in the like maybe half hour to
10,
hour range.
10 to yeah.
Yeah, and so I think what'll happen is that the professional mini sculptors they'll have a bunch of like corks that they stick metal into. They stick their armature into it, and then they'll slowly build up the armature, and maybe they'll pull out an armature first, sculpt on some basic details, and then set it aside and work on something else. Um, so that it's hard when they go back to add on, the clothing or the facial details or things like that.
Yep, that's how you do it.
So it's
Optimize your time and space requirements.
yeah, and like even just the fairly simple modifications I was making for Desert Bus stuff, which is um, just to make it a little clear to people. What I was doing is I would be like, I want a mini that looks like this with roughly this face and this clothing. And I did a lot of head and hand swaps. So just a lot of internet research, pulling together a lot of pieces, and then a bunch of head and hand swaps. And then I would go and sculpt on the eyes or the beard if it was close but not quite there. So
Mm-hmm.
even just those little things of, sculpting on the neck joint so you can't tell where I've cut it apart, sculpting on glasses, I would sometimes have to make 2 or 3 different passes just to let things harden so I didn't mess up my prior work.
Um, Question from the Great Weirdling: have we ever used a product called Milliput? And no,
That sounds familiar, and that might be this. Let me go double check.
like a brand name.
Yeah. Epoxy putty with a. Yeah, this might actually just be brand name Milliput. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier about silver gray and, yeah, so Milliput is the brand name of this putty. I think I went into like a Games Workshop or maybe just a game store and bought just like, a few inches of this, like 10 centimeters worth of putty, because yes, it was more expensive, but I also didn't care, and I don't go through it that fast. So I would not consider myself a professional mini maker. I am a mini modder. Um, I don't actually use. I've not had practice on the 3D like mini making program. Or actually, okay, if you're talking about just opening up Blender or something and manipulating a 3D model, I don't know how to do that. I love that people can. I think that you should. Um, but there's been a few times for Desert Bus when there's a mini that is too specific and the amount of modding that I would have to do is just too great. And in those cases, I will pay the premium and go use Hero Forge, which I like. It has a certain look to it. It's maybe a little bit chunkier than some of the particularly like smooth or lithe looking models, but where else can you get like an elephant man, like a Loxodon with a martini? You just can't.
You can add extra limbs. It's great. Like
You
there's
can.
there's so much you can
I
do.
love how much work they've been putting into that. All right, this is probably about as much effort as this deserves, so
It's your reverse Brahmin.
yes. I might come back to this in a little bit if I find like some heads or arms.
All right. Well, you've got approximately like 25 minutes till the break.
Okay. All right, let's give him leggies.
I wonder if I should do like a Hero Forge. I've never used it, so it might be cool
Here,
to do a look at.
yeah. So if you have a 3D printer, like especially a resin printer,
Yep.
you can play around with Hero Forge a lot cheaper because the models themselves are a lot cheaper. If you actually have to pay them to print it, then that's where you get in. And cause I don't have a 3D printer, um, so that makes it sort of a sometimes food, if you will.
Yep. Yeah, I actually got to get a run through on how our resin printer works for me and last week, which was really fun.
Neat.
It's also kind of fun because it's UV curing, so you splash
Yeah.
it on something and you end up with just this noxious goo that you have to shine a UV flashlight at so that it doesn't spread everywhere.
Yeah, that's the noxious goo part is honestly about half of the reason why I don't have a 3D printer is
Yeah, I didn't
I'm not.
realize there was
Oh no.
so much noxious goo. And then for like cleaning them off, they have an alcohol bath. So,
Yeah.
which we already had bulk alcohol. So many reasons. Such a great utility. It's like how we have our own citric acid in a jar.
Wait.
What do we use
Oh,
citric acid for?
cheese.
Actually, yeah, that was for the cheese. But, various desserts accidentally almost poisoning my hummingbirds.
Oh no. Oh no, poor hummingbirds.
Yeah. You ever see like something so tiny do a full body sour reaction?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know how they get to be so expressive in such a small package. Um I have a like an automated bird feeder that
Yep.
takes videos, and so I'll go out there periodically to refill it, and I'll just see one of them hanging out on top of the tree in the back of the yard,
Yeah.
just kind of chirping angrily at me.
All right. Don't look.
There's
I'm gonna move your face slightly.
okay.
Just hold still. Perfect.
All right. Yeah, this one's better.
Oh, yeah, Eric the Orange is correct. It's surprisingly easy to have your 3D printer backfire and get filled with plastic gunk. Oh, anytime anything goes wrong with it, you just get like spaghetti.
I think, yeah, maybe in the future I'll dip into 3D printing, but I think that at current, I need to get, I need to be like the best type of a boat is your friend's boat, sort of a
Yeah, it's kind of
situation.
like the best bandsaw or drill press you can get is a friend with a garage.
Yep.
Because otherwise, I don't even know what the weight rating on my building is. I'm not sure how much industrial equipment I can lug up here.
Oh. Hello, friend with the saw. I see you there, Sevenish Magpies. At some point in the future, when neither of our worlds is currently exploding, I need to have a weekend sit down and employ your sawedness. Oh yeah,
Get
this
out.
is a mistake.
Get out. Let go. There we go. The horse is not letting go. Oh, just gotta keep stretching out. Keep getting like elbow tension.
Oh yeah.
Just from, trying to keep everything firmly in contact.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's you definitely want to take periodic breaks with this sort of thing.
And yes, I am just using a Phillips screwdriver to stab this with. It'll be fine.
Yep.
What's plastic gonna do?
I don't know. No, don't answer that. Plastic can do plenty. So you can see there's a little bit of a gap here, and the second nice thing about epoxy putty is that it's epoxy. It has some adhesion of its own, and so you can just
Jam it in.
yeah, the gap filling will actually give it strength in the long run, I believe.
Yeah. Let's get a good shot of that, like, up in center.
Let's see.
Yeah. That looks so cool. It's horrible shark.
With leggies. Good afternoon. Oh, I'm gonna need more putty.
Ah, hey Texan.
I also like how the tool for sculpting that I actually like the best is not any of the like fake dental picks that I picked up from Harbor Freight. It's a SparkFun electronics tweezer because up until I broke the tips, it was extremely pointy.
It's like we keep toothpicks because you always just need something pointy.
Oh yeah,
Stabby, sharp, yeah.
oh yeah. No, I brought them as well. I am prepared today.
Well, I'm not at our usual area. I tried to take over the Tinker Tailor area, but it didn't like being so much on the internet.
All right, let's see if I can ink this up. Okay. Oh, that's right. So since green stuff takes a while to
Here,
set,
yeah.
I didn't want. I wouldn't be able to show what it looks like once it's been primed, and you can be like, oh hey, it looks awful until you prime it, and then it's like, oh, that's actually a smooth joint. So I did a little bit of pre gaming. Um,
What'd you do? What'd you make? Do you have a new friend for us?
so
That's a face. Uh huh. I'm listening.
So astute followers of the Desert Bus craft along might remember that last year I did a bunch of the Dice Friends minis, and one of the Dice Friends minis was because it made me laugh a lot. I bought a man on a motorcycle,
Yep.
and I bought like I think it was actually a coyote miniature,
Yep.
just for a very canine head, and I clipped the canine head off, and I clipped the dude's head off, and I made it into our
Werewolf friend Chase.
yep,
Yeah.
yep, exactly. So the funny thing about this is that meant I had a coyote body left over,
Oops. What you gonna do with that?
and I was like, okay, well maybe I can put like a human head on it. Except I've already done that for a prior year. Let me go. I've got my display cabinet up here. Um, So 2 years ago, I had a spare Shiba Inu mini, and like one of the random heads I clipped off, and so I did the "Where's your head at" guy. Um,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, okay. All right.
that's not actually what I'm showing off though,
Okay.
because I had a spare coyote body, and I'm like, well, I can't just put a human head on there. I've already done that. Uh, but I have a bunch of Reaper miniature paints.
Yeah.
Like I got into them real early, and what most people don't know is that for the first few production lines, the the paint shaker bead didn't used to be glass or metal.
Just
They would
plastic.
actually cast little skulls and put the skulls in as shakers. And so as I run out of paint for those early ones, I'll go and I'll
Reclaim the
wash it through
skull.
the sink, and I'll reclaim the skull. Um, so anyway, here's his new friend, Skull Dog.
Okay. To the right, and
To
then
the Yep.
yeah.
Let me see if I can get the. Let me go. I can autofocus this bad boy.
All right.
Let's see.
I mean,
Autofocus.
I don't
Oh,
necessarily
okay.
know that we need to really see
There
these.
you go. Uh, is this? Yep. Okay. Can we see this?
Yeah, you can also definitely take like a photo later and share
Excellent.
that in the Discord or something.
Yep. And actually, so fun fact, I do still have my painting set up very briefly, so I can prime it as a demonstration just to show that the green goes away. Where's my wet palette? Here's my wet palette.
I like how wrinkly the foam in the wet palette gets when it dries.
Oh yeah, I actually purposely let it dry because it's the Pacific Northwest and it gets all mildewy and gross if I forget it, which I will forget it.
Yeah, don't let it uh, be like an old sponge.
Yeah, no, I purposely leave it open. So it's like it kind of defeats some of the purpose,
But like it's
but
enough for like a couple days of going.
right?
That's basically all you need.
Oh wow, this looks horrifying. Excellent, perfect. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh god. Now it's unified. Look at that. That's what I'm planning to do with this later. I
Perfect.
have to prime it once I've stuck it all together.
Yeah,
And again, done the gap filling.
you may wish to do a test prime because I have found that certain types of even plastic safe primers lie sometimes, and it'll be sticky for a while. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. There's our new friend.
Same as the old friend.
It's a nice bone dog.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, back to leg shark.
I'm a shark. I'm a shark. I got legs.
Thanks, Sarah.
That's what the mods are here for, apparently. Just, you know, would it be so horrible if there were no witnesses? Right? This could be the Horse Club Koan. If no one was watching, it would be fine. What we're
Mm-hmm.
doing.
I just realized that this he kind of looks like a shark chicken now.
It looks like a Baba Yaga hut, but or like a mid transformation dinosaur that also is a shark.
Oh, okay. This guy's not wanting to stick. So, fun fact, I actually do have a Baba Yaga hut mini. And it, oh, yeah, oh, I've been there. Yep,
It's right through the ears.
just right through the ears.
I'm okay.
Just going full pie here, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why you don't self trip him.
Yep, nope. Hi, Mom, don't look that up.
Right through the soft, soft brain.
It's Darren Aronofsky. You probably won't like the movie.
I feel like there was a recent Aronofsky movie that I forgot to watch. I'll just have to remember that later. That's not relevant for art.
Yep. I think the last one that I saw was it The Wrestler? Which was a bit of a hard watch, but like decent, but a hard watch.
I think that's true of all Aronofsky stuff. It's just, you know, he just wants to communicate how awful things are, and then you have to
Yeah.
look at it.
See, we actually liked The Fountain, but we like sad shit, so
Mm. The last one I watched was I hadn't for a long time just because I didn't think I would like it. I watched Requiem for a Dream, and
I
I love the fridge puppets so much.
the witch
The
puppets?
fridge.
Oh, I do not remember that part.
It's the main character's mother who gets addicted to speed as a weight loss thing, and then
Yep.
she starts seeing herself in a fake TV show,
Yep.
and then there's a fridge that talks to her.
I need to go look up that clip.
Yeah, it's great.
Because I definitely remember her.
That was the most
Uh,
upsetting part of the movie for me was the mother.
oh yeah,
Not
yeah,
any of the other stuff, you know.
yeah. No, that was rough. I think that we watched that when my husband was taking some like I don't want to say like literature classes, but like media analysis,
Okay.
and so it was really noticeable in like the last shot of the film, the way that the lights are lit kind of produces this giant X over the screen in her while she's thinks she's in game show land, which I thought was neat. I kind of need to have these things pointed out to me sometimes. So interesting filmography. Did not enjoy that film.
Yeah. A bunch of my friends are of the opinion that he's like really heavily anime influenced and that shows up a lot in
Mm.
specifically that movie, and I was like trying to watch for it, and other than some like really interesting shots, it's like if you don't like mouth noises or goop, then don't watch an
Oh,
Aronofsky movie cuz you're going to get close up of biology. Oh, the whale. I'm not going to watch the whale.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No. I have no reason to watch the whale.
All right.
Wish I could watch more Doom Patrol, but apparently that's over because we can have fun
Oh,
things.
I'm so behind on my media watching. I have somewhat of a family curse of not being able to sit still for this, so pretty much I'll only watch it if someone else like initiates watching it and I have something I can do with my hands.
Right.
I
I will definitely, if a show can't keep my full attention, sit and look at my phone, and then everyone hates that.
yep.
Everyone's like, "You're not paying attention," and I'm like, "I'm listening. I can still read the subtitles and my phone, thank you." But ever since I got a second monitor, uh, I've been definitely taking advantage of it.
Oh yeah. So fairly early on, so I've been doing mini painting kind of low key since like about 2000,
Right?
but I got into it a lot harder in like 2020 or sorry 2012, and part of the reason for that is because we wanted to watch stuff, and I was in a place where I'd be like, I enjoy having watched something after I watch it,
Right.
but the act of watching it is difficult. And so we finally came to a compromise where it was like, I'm going to sit myself up so that I can just sit and do like mindless painting, speed painting
Right.
while we watch things. And that's how we got through like 3 or 4 different Trek shows, all
Yeah.
of them.
I've tried to do like taking sketches from shows and stuff I watch, but I want the show to stop moving while I'm doing that. Like it takes too much of my focus to draw.
Yeah. Yeah, in my case it was just like, okay, I've got a bunch of like dwarves or animals or something. I'm going to do all the base coats while I listen to the show. So I wouldn't be able to do it with anime unless it was dubbed.
Yeah, I can play turn-based games while watching dubs or subs,
Mm.
as long as I know I can pause or something. Or Fortnite. Apparently, Fortnite's just so casual that I can actually read subtitles while playing.
Oh wow. That is a skill I do not think I have. So kudos for that. All
Yep,
right.
there's one more victory royale in the bank. It's upsetting that I like that game. Not supposed to be fun. All right, we are at break time. So it is time to get up and stretch and get some fluids and
Excellent.
watch some ads.
Enjoy ads.
Bees! Live bees! We're back, everybody. It's Carrie and Corey making chimeras on Can't Draw Horses Club. More consonants? Alliteration? One of the two?
Yes,
Yes.
something like that.
So I am currently beheading a horse, and Carrie is giving a shark an illegal advantage
Yep.
over other predators. Like, you thought man was the apex predator, but now look at this shark with lizard legs.
He's got the best little leggies.
So cool. But he has no thumbs, so what can he do, really?
I could give him thumbs, but I think I might save those for.
Yeah. You could just give him just the thumbs.
So there is something that I could give him, actually. I told myself I was not going to go to the game store and get more plastic minis, and that was a lie. Because I have a. So let's see. Let me go pull this guy off the shelf. So a while back, I got a beholder, an undead beholder.
Oh.
And the thing about this is that 4 of the eyeballs were in separate pieces, and it came with both the zappy and the non-zappy.
Okay.
But I used all of. I was like, oh, I don't want to. I feel like I should do something with these, so I made like little tiny sea monster things. I put them on bases and made them look like water. But then I was like, oh, it would be really nice if I had another set of eyes. So anyway, I have a second one because I make good life choices.
Uh-huh.
So I have some bonus eyeballs.
Bonus eyeballs. All right. Yeah, actually. Why not?
Wait, did they? Oh no, they shorted me.
No!
Oh wait, no. Oh nope, never mind. Nope, that is a lie. They're in here.
Yay!
They
It's
just
a roller coaster of eyeballs.
so they yeah, you can swap out the eyeballs. There we go. And there we go. So we're going to put him aside for a while. I could give the shark zappy eyes. Honestly, I probably am going to give the shark zappy eyes.
That's what I thought.
Because I don't like to make the same mini twice, so I probably would just make one that was not zapping for the second go around.
I think I'm getting close.
Nice. And then whenever I'm done with this, so I was like, okay, I need to go to the game store. I'm gonna see if that beholder is still there. Cool, they have one. I'll get the beholder. And then while I was looking, I'm not sorry, but
What's this? Murder hornets.
we needed bees.
Bees? We love bees here.
Yep. There we go. Plastic bases. So anyway, enjoy that.
Bee haters, avert your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually cut the hair away.
So we'll save the bees until I finish up Mr. Leggy.
All right. Hey, anybody ever see a horse do this?
Oh, that looks not so good. Oh no. That looks. You could just add teeth and that would be complete.
It kind of looks like it does have teeth.
Yeah.
Wow.
That happened to all of us.
Yeah, so my plan is to replace the face with this model I resin printed earlier. Let me get this. Ta-da!
Oh yes, perfect.
It's just
Excellent.
gonna go right in there.
No
See, he'll be
notes.
wearing like a little hat with hair. It's just
Somebody once told me this horse was gonna roll me.
ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. So I just had to clean up the aperture, I guess. This is the part where we earlier drilled the hole to let some of the reservoir inside out, but also
Oh yeah.
wanted to see if we could like stick him on the neck hole of a Figma thing, but it's irrelevant now because we have a plan.
Plans are had.
Plans have been had by all.
Alright, so yeah, I think that we're gonna have a laser shark that's also shooting a fireball.
I should be wearing eye pro.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Oh well.
Do as we say, chat. Not
Mm-hmm.
as we do.
I'm just gonna put the clippers away. I don't need them anymore.
Alright, I'm gonna drill into this guy's eye.
I mean, honestly, there were too many cameras between it and me to be a danger.
Mm. And I'm wearing glasses, which is exactly what the safety guides at work say is not good enough.
They're not good enough.
Yep.
Oh, just whittling away.
All right. Is this on? Nope, I'm not on camera. There we go. Just drilling out an eye. Just
Normal things happening.
that's one of those things another mini that I want to make at some point. That it's not high on the list, but I'll go get myself a handful of. Oh wait, actually, I have sharks now.
You sharks.
So then the next thing you do is you get like wool or cotton batting, and you make an armature and you did Sharknado. I want to make a Sharknado.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely 100% want to make a Sharknado. Will I use it? Probably not. Do I want it? Yes. Yep. Goodbye. Oh, that's right. We were talking about how this looked almost Baba Yaga-esque.
Yeah.
And I think much, much earlier in the show, I was mentioning that one of the nice things about Reaper Bones is that For the really chunky minis, the cost is decent, especially if you get them in on the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, that's why I was not kidding about actually, I'll do it on my face cam. The Baba Yaga hut. That's actually not done yet. I kind of want to add swamp, but
1 second. Boom. There you go.
there you go.
Ha! Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. The only problem is that the mini itself kind of leaned forward. I think that was a known issue with the model, but I just kind of sculpted the ground so that it doesn't matter. So now he's standing upright.
Good. Good work.
I love this thing. Uh,
Oops. I dropped the hair inside the horse.
horse, no. All right, I'm going to use my smaller drill. Yeah, I kind of gave it. I was sick of making a bunch of things that were just like really kind of scuzzy looking. So I was trying to go for a more like almost cartoonish color palette. So that's why it's very bright and almost kind of borderline cell shaded in a way.
Right. It's kind of painterly.
Yeah, because I'm not especially good at blending, I aim for painterly.
That makes sense. Can't have any weak points if you avoid them.
Indeed. I did get an airbrush for my last birthday, so as soon as I have spare time and a compressor, I'm probably going to start playing around with that and seeing if I can get actual blending going.
Yeah, our airbrush has seen like a shocking amount of use.
I'm really really hyped to actually start using the thing.
It's fun. It's like Power Wash Simulator, but paint.
There are big chunky minis that I'm specifically holding off painting that I really want to paint because I'm like, no, I must airbrush this.
What if I just shoot plastic shrapnel into my keyboard?
Oh no.
What if I just do that?
You could, that is a thing.
Getting closer. Yes.
All right, let's do this. But can I just say that I love how 3D printing has kind of like cracked open the field of models and minis.
Yeah, because now it's not just like, hey, you can have anything as long as we produce it with our
Right.
giant industrial machines.
Now, to be fair, if you were willing to do metal or resin minis in the past, the startup costs for doing even metal minis is not very high. It's just that in the past, decade or so, the material costs have kind of gone through the roof, and they're also not good for the really large things.
Right.
But just like the combination of 3D printers and like Patreon and stuff, where artists will just go and make new models
Yep.
and be like, here you go, here are my models, you can print with them. You even have permission to put them on Etsy, I assume, anyway, given how many I see on Etsy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just implied. It's on the internet, therefore it's free.
Yeah, I think some of them do give permission. I hope. Um, I've seen people quote licenses, at least, in a few cases.
No copyright intended.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's good. Okay, that's good to hear. It looks like some artists have Patreon and Kickstarter tiers to explicitly allow you to print them and sell them on Etsy, but not sell the print files.
Right. It's kind of like how people with cross stitch patterns and things.
Yeah. Oh, this is a mistake. Okay, let's buddy him up.
But he solves everything.
Mm-hmm. I think chat should just be happy that I failed to find some good octopus minis that I was willing to destroy for
Aw,
art.
that's sad. Ooh, don't mind me just hollowing out a neck hole.
Why?
Just because, every once in a while I become aware of what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
Like, you got a task. You're not really thinking about it once you've set your goal in mind. So then you're just kind of working automatically to make it happen. And then you
Mm-hmm.
realize you're carving into a horse's neck.
Yep. Yep. Who among us has not?
Yeah. Yes, the first, I don't know, piece of putty.
Yep.
Those without sin. Yeah, these nippers are great for thing. They think they're like god hands, but
Oh.
they don't have a flat. Or do they have a flat? No, they don't have a flat side. It's just two edged blades.
They look almost a little bit pointier and sharper than my current ones. I might have to look into getting another pair. Do, 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 do. All right, I think that this is probably
Laser ray shark.
burnt.
Uh,
pew.
I think we're gonna have to like name these. I think that's what you have to do when you make things like this. At
Okay,
least name the
so
species.
I could make it more cursed, but I think I want to make additional cursed items.
Yeah, 7 more additional cursed items.
All right, so this.
That's not even with just chat's encouragement. That's me.
Yep. So this double cattle. I don't know what to call them.
It's like matching bookends. What's the opposite of a
I
push me pull you?
I think I kind of agree with it being like a reverse Sleipnir situation. Only side beef. Yes, correct. I don't think I have a very good name for this shark other than for you Magic players, a Simic mistake. I like Stompy.
There we go. Like I want to try to avoid cutting into the Shrek head itself.
So what you're saying is you need to make a horse socket.
I'm making a horse socket for my Shrek head. It has to accept the Shrek head.
All right, I'll put you up here. All right, we should want to retain the head, so I got to be very careful with the clipping on this. And my knives are not quite good enough to do this on the default.
Oh.
I have a friend who's very into ponies, and I think I may omit this particular experiment.
In the recap, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I just did an art stream, gave arms to a shark, that's it.
In my defense, this was $1 at Big Lots, so. All right, there we go. Just tidy up the head a little bit.
Yep. Tidy, tidy, tidy.
Yeah, it's a semi-hard plastic.
Not like rubbery.
Yeah, it's like a step from being rubbery without actually like there's some bend to it. They're kind of jelly.
Little jelly pony. So it's like decapitating a gummy bear.
Yeah. Like A gummy bear that you left in the freezer is probably about the. That's Kyvex. That's unsettling. Thank you.
Oh, good. So yeah, you've
Get
captured
over
a
here.
trophy. Yeah, fatality.
All right. What do I want to do with this? What would be the most upsetting?
I think you mean spread the most joy.
Yes. I do have that bag of skulls. The actual skulls are a bit too big, but the cool thing is that the bag of skulls had a little drawstring on it that itself were made of smaller skulls. So I
It's
saved
skulls all
them.
the way down.
Hello.
There we go. Oh yeah, Lysander. This is like a horse Cronenberg spider. That reminds me of those hands you've got. You could definitely make some like finger creepers from Elden Ring. But
I
bones? Question
I
mark?
mean,
Just add some more fingers to one of the hands.
I think I was thinking about making like a bone spider
Like a bone spider. Yeah.
or a bone horse. Let's see. Where am I? All right. Do I? Let's see. Are they all right hands? Let's see. No. Oh, that's wonderful. That's delightful. Perfect. Yeah, I was thinking I could like
Oh! Yeah, 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 yeah.
a bonapede or
That's
something.
so cool.
Or alternately, I think the scale would work out if I yeah, we're doing this.
All right.
Let me get two more hands. I'm not sorry. All right, I have a leggy. Oh yeah, one of these days I need to either get or make a so-called biblically accurate angel mini. Because I love the like unique monster types.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I mean
I
maybe I can be a little less sacrilegious.
think
I I like unique critters in my minis.
my head socket looking pretty good.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit more. Flatten this neck piece.
That implies things about Shrek and Donkey that maybe. Oh no.
Yep. The rule 34, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, these are my OCs. Shrek and Donkey. Uh
Don't steal.
they're in a loving relationship and have one child that they love very much. Named Epona, who is also Luke's horse. but it has a Shrek face.
All right, we're gonna. Oh, that's brittle. Goodbye. All right, I got some fingies.
And I still have all mine.
Oh yes, finger check.
Finger check, chat. Do you still have all your fingers?
Or at least the same number of fingers that you walked into the stream with.
And if you walked in here, get out. It's my house. Yeah, but that could be adapted a little better now.
Got like a tension loaded palm bones.
Like those popsicle stick bombs.
Wait, what?
Popsicle stick bomb?
I'm not. I'm not familiar
Throwing
with
stars?
this. Throwing stars.
You fold like 4 popsicle sticks together, and then they're like a shape, and then
Okay.
you throw them and they explode.
Huh.
You just spring load them, basically.
Neat.
Just a normal horse. Sit living in a lonely world. Horse face looks so sad.
I couldn't imagine why.
It's just a face. An innocent face.
You did this.
You did this. Okay. I'm gonna step away briefly to throw away some garbage.
Sounds good. Nope. Gonna say one of these days I was gonna clip through the whole thing without shattering off several fingers, but not today.
Not today. Alright, so maybe I start with the super glue to get it kind of tack welded, and then get around with some putty.
That's kind of what I've been rolling with.
Okay. It's like there are points of contact, just maybe I should try the marker thing. Get like a well, if I put marker on the faces, then the glue won't adhere.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just doing it live.
You're just doing it live. Fix it in post.
Here's my glue. It's goopy. At least I thought it was. Ian, how hard do I need to squeeze for this? Oh, never mind. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, Renko's Bear. I think I don't remember exactly when I started doing, or at least knowing of things like this. My brother-in-law and his friends, when I was still in like high school and college, had the really old like Knights of the Dinner Table comic books around, and in addition to the comics, they also had like articles on do these things for your game, and one of them was like, you know, you can just buy polymer clay and make really large monsters, right? And then you can bake them and keep them. And so I'm kind of all about that DIY critter life. Nope. Okay, these bones do not like super glue.
No.
Oh, wait, okay, yep.
Your fingers do, though.
So there is a reason that I brought this plaque out, because I knew I was going to need it.
0 days.
Yep.
Yeah, I glued my finger too.
Yep.
I can just feel it going. It's part of my finger now.
Yeah, so I found from hard-earned experience that it takes about a day for my skin to shed off super glue, as long as I don't hit the fingernails.
Yeah. So you're just
Uh,
laminating your fingernails.
yeah. Um, so actually, I made 2 of those plaques, and the other one I sent off to the friend who has contacted me on at least 2 separate occasions, asking for advice on how to remove like pipe cleaners from your finger when you super glued them on accident.
Ooh, pipe cleaner. That's
Yeah,
fun.
pipe cleaner and feather.
There we go. I think I've got a solid horse here.
Perfect. No notes.
Just gonna,
Is it putty time?
yeah. I've got this spot putty.
Oh,
It's kind of
neat.
a brown brick color.
That should work.
I've also got this Mr. Surfacer,
Mr.
which Ian said was like a primer putty.
Is that like Tomeo brand or?
This Mr. Hobby.
Fascinating.
Like I've got some rubber cement,
Yeah, and
but
I don't know how well the rubber cement will work on a 3D resin.
this Bondo glazing and spot putty is supposed to fill on everything. Got.
Actually,
Thought
I
I had the
think
little metal tools.
I might have an idea on how to make this mistake happen. And
How to make a mistake happen?
yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it out on the break. I think I might have to get the glue gun out, is I guess what I'm saying here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually,
Yeah, I'll get my little putty knives after, during the break. For now, just sit here and bask in how I imagine this will look in the future. Oh, Fraud. What temperature glue are we talking about here? Tepid? Tepid glue? Mm-hmm. I like, this is frozen. It's from the freezer. It's frozen
ooh.
glue. Mm. Yeah, lukewarm. Did you change your drill size?
Uh, yeah, I have two.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
So
You're just using the other drill. Yeah. I was like, just because you said that the previous hole was too big for a paperclip.
yeah. With respect, you could not pay me to put super glue in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nightmare territory.
That's like on one hand, the mouth heals really quickly,
Mm-hmm.
but on the other hand, I've stuck my lips to like a phone pole in the winter.
Oh no.
Yeah. Top and bottom.
Oh no. I've due to family, I have seen the what is it? A Christmas Story enough that I know. Ooh, she fancy.
It's like a uh in the rhythm games where you get like the character creator and you could just put
Mm-hmm.
a stupid hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Points for Rain Coast Bear. Yeah. My little bony, my little bony.
um, coming out, so you better get this party started. No. Nope.
No?
Nope. Yep.
No pink? Get this party started!
Oh no. So, one of the personal projects I've been slowly working on is I have the third party D&D book Fairy Fire.
Oh, yeah, I've gone through that.
Yeah, so it's all for folks who are not familiar. It's the Feywild, but Lisa Frank.
Yep. And they even have like a Lisa Frank dog
Yep,
as a conglomerate
yep.
enemy.
Yep, Conglomadog. It's a gibbering mouther. It's a gibbering mouther that you'd see on your Trapper Keeper. No, it's amazing. I should get the book. Um, yeah, and our gaming group actually took it an extra step in that. So I've played it once. We may end up revisiting it. Um, because we started with Lisa Frank, Feywild, and added in those ridiculous like gladiator competitions of the 80s, like American Gladiator or
So
the
like bodybuilding.
no, like team, kind of like what if you would imagine Takeshi's Castle but American and very, fitnessy looking.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know it
Like
was that old.
I think it's 80s or 90s. I have not played with, was it Oyumaru Clay? I will have to look in. Ping me about that on the Isbrid Discord later, Ocelot, because I'm curious.
Mm-hmm. Evil Badman's posted the drive through RPG link for Fairy Fire.
Nice. Yeah.
The I tried running it once with Evil Badman, and I got it. It's not necessarily a beginner campaign.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
time loop mechanic, and
Oh.
in the campaign that's in the book. Other than like if you just want to use the world and the monsters,
Yeah,
yes,
we use the monsters in the world.
yeah,
Um,
you can go nuts with that. Tons of fun. But I tried to do the thing, and you have to like learn where all the NPCs are in their different like locations
oh
during the
no.
time. Yeah.
So yeah, the our GM ran it as if it was like a team-based gladiator sort of thing, like first person to the treasure wins or whatever. And so he gave me a short list of here are monsters that might show up. Could you pull minis out that you may have that would work? And so I've ever since then, since they're just such vibrant things, I've been slowly making minis to use with that.
This will fit right in.
I think it will, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe Lisa Frank for people who don't know. It's very highly saturated,
Mm-hmm.
cutesy, like they're jumping dolphins and polar bears and lots of tigers that are all like
Yep,
green
rainbow
and
colored.
orange and yeah, a lot of rainbow colors. And sparkles. Neon vomit
Doe
cube
eyes.
things. Yeah. Big eyes, yeah. Sparkly. It's not anime though. This is a North American thing.
It is, and apparently, like if you actually went to work for them, it was immensely unpleasant.
Yep. Well, how about we take a little bit of an early break here, and
Sure.
I'll continue to clean up my space and get tools. So we will be right back after some messages.
Sounds good.
Bees! Live bees! Bee!
Welcome back, everybody, to Can't Draw Horses Club. I was going to say every pony. Dinger! Welcome back, every pony. We're making chimeras out of ponies. I've recently glued a new face on this horse, and our guest today, Carrie, is also putting a face on a horse and a tub
Yep.
of Vaseline.
Yep.
Got a little skull on a pony body. So I had to go and find this little spatula set and some dental picks for
Makes sense.
spreading my putty around.
Yes, I have my own set of totally legit dental picks that I picked up from Harbor Freight. Do not attempt actual dentistry.
Oh, these are from Princess Auto.
I kind of figure that's your equivalent.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna start shoving goop.
Sounds good. And while I was on the break, I ran upstairs quickly and fished in my packs to pull the fairy fire minis.
Right.
So these I did not get finished in time for the actual game, but they have dandelions, which are like plant lions.
Uh huh.
And so, let me see. There we go. Just
Yes.
just violently pink and fuchsia and orange. I love these things. Let me autofocus. There you go.
Yeah. Those are good.
I love these things. I want to paint more of them.
It's kind of the fun thing
Um,
about painting some of the Kill Team figures is that you. Some of them are wildly colorful.
yeah, right? Then we had one of our players wanted to make Tiefling Freddie Mercury, so we've got one for that. And then I was playing. So there was a commercial that played on TV a lot in the 90s that was advertising like the CD Pure Moods.
Okay.
That was just all of those like very woo songs.
Woo.
from that like spirituality. So I made a crystal cleric that was like everyone was like, I want to be Freddie Mercury in this game. I'm like, I want to be the Pure Moods commercial. I want to make the most ridiculous crystal waving cleric ever. Just mess me up. This is going to be completely non-serious. I'm working out some stuff. When I was a teen, I had asthma, and we found like
Oh,
a, a parent's coworker offered to give me breathing lessons because I was having problems breathing.
right.
What I did not know, and my parent did not know, is that they were a crystal healer practitioner.
Right.
And I was at that age when embarrassment hurt very badly.
Yep.
And so I filled her in on what happened. We both kind of nodded and then decided to never speak of this again. Yes, it was very Lorna. I take a lot of healing joy. I did not have a. Okay, my crystal phrase is because I think they're pretty.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I've always really liked like quartz crystals.
Yeah, right? And if that is your thing, that is cool. It is not my thing. So yeah, I decided to play that as a character. And then a crystal skeleton that I attempted to make. It was fine. Just glued some sand on. And then arguably the best character out of all of them, since this was supposed to be like American Gladiator, Takeshi Castle team thing only in the Feywild.
Right.
One of our players made a Pepsi barbarian. He has sponsorship.
Oh my
All,
god.
all of his magic potions were Pepsi themed. Like I think Crystal Pepsi maybe gave him invisibility. I don't know, but it
Right.
was amazing. This game was great. All right, I'm gonna autofocus again on my. Let's make more chimeras.
Yes. This stuff smells amazing. I thought the liquid cement was gonna smell.
Mm-hmm.
No. This
Is
putty.
it like that sweet smell or
It smells a lot like a Sharpie.
nice?
Just real permanent marker. Definitely healthy for me.
All right, I want to make sure I get something in with the bees. So let me go look at my small box. Yeah, here's some of the early Reaper bones. You can tell on the thin spots it's.
Yeah, right?
So
And they came in a set of like 200.
they did, yep. So one of the ways that you can kind of fix this, if you don't just clip it out and replace it with an actual, like metal or plastic spear, um, is these things, I guess, have somewhat of thermal memory. So what you're supposed to do is boil them, take them out, and then they get all bendy, and then dunk them in a thing of ice water.
Right.
And it'll mostly fix it, but sometimes they kind of go back to being. So anyway, he's here for pieces if I need him. I got a demon. Got some griffin bits. Got some bone demon bits. Oh, that's okay. Well, we're gonna. Yeah, yep, that's happening. Oh, I got a intellect devourer. Got some big hands.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like a were-rat. Actually, I could give. Nah, no, we're good. Stompy is good at this.
Right.
I got a unicorn. I got a minotaur dude. Cow.
So eventually, when this stuff all hardens, I'm gonna have to go through with some sanding to clean
Yep.
it up. But right now, it's kind of midway setting, and I want to make sure that I've got all the crevasses shoved full, and then I'll definitely look at filling the rest of the seams because I hate them. They're unclean.
You have to have good workmanship on our horrors.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do here. So the big of the so there was two mini murder hornets, and then there was a big one. And I still have a plastic donkey from the set where I got all of the cows that I
Okay.
used for.
For your Brahmin. Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to start with that. We got another wolf if I need it. Even more Brahmin. Okay. But first, we're going to make this pony even prettier.
Oh.
I can actually probably use this tail and give her a ponytail, like a literal.
Yep. You could.
Yep, I could. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, and I've got this. I think this was meant to be the tail of a bone demon.
That works.
So I'm gonna clip off the little tab a little bit.
This might be the most chimera looking object we've actually done today.
Yes. And I don't even have to pin it the same way. I can just kind of use the plastic that came with it.
Mm-hmm. It's like it was made for it.
Those are, in fact, finger bones that I clipped off of some very cheap Halloween decorations. Because the number one rule of the terrain maker is to find cheap things with good and interesting shapes. Like, I don't remember the channel that it was on, but my sister sent me something which was a guy who made, like, he made it the Howl's Moving Castle, and most of the shape buildup was just interesting takeout containers
Ha!
that he'd cleaned and just put into a bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real good.
I have to stop myself from doing that because it's like I never actually have a project to work on, and
Right.
then I just have a lot of stuff in my storage.
It is the main reason that I do not. I'm like, oh, this could be useful for it. No, we're recycling this.
Yeah.
I think so. Um, if it's a very chill video, yeah, that looks probably correct. Yeah, if that video has multiple times where it's like, I found this interesting shape on a plastic container, then you've found the right one.
Yay.
Okay, so we've got whatever this is.
Yeah.
Actually, I really, really, really liked the big scary arms, so I think I'm gonna repurpose that.
All right. Time to start shoving stuff in cracks.
Excellent.
Let's start with the butt crack.
As one does.
It's the most important crack. My plan eventually is to just real discreetly stick this in Studio C on one of the shelves. See how long that takes.
uh,
See how vigilant Ben is. Or I could just tell Ben and not anybody else.
mhm.
That might work. I could see him going for that.
All right, where did my metal bits go? So the were-rat arms that I pulled, I think kind of give this thing Skeletor vibes.
Yeah? I mean, the fact that it has a giant skull.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't hurt. Yep.
Alright. Just covering up the serial number. Now people won't know this horse was stolen. They'll never trace it back to the original owner.
What grade of crime was horse thievery?
Now or old timey?
Like old timey.
They're pretty like expensive. It's like if you steal a car.
Yeah.
I think you would get killed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is a mistake. Okay. Let's take that off and then glue it back on.
I don't need to go too far between the legs, I think.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be looking under the skirt here. I think that's as much as I can do on this today. It'll have to dry so I can clean it up.
Yep.
But overall, I would call this a success. A
Hooray.
Can't Draw Horses Club official achievement. Wow. Glamorous. So cool. Wow. I can't believe this horse has no seams on it.
All right.
Now I'm gonna rip apart this dinosaur.
Yes. And I think that I'm done. Minus some putty. I'll add some putty to this, but I think I'm done with Skeletor's Centaur OC. Don't steal.
13-year-old Skeletor was out there like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we're all ponies, but can I be a skeleton-headed pony? Like the human skeleton-headed.
You don't understand.
Human skeleton arms. Gonna need more skeleton parts. And put this up here where it definitely won't frighten me later. Alright, you. Tell me your secrets.
Ah, we've been raided.
Ah!
Welcome to whatever this is.
Welcome, Raiders. I've just finished creating a work of art, and now I'm doing something destructive, which is tear apart this spinning dinosaur from Jurassic Park. I was just gonna pull the legs apart.
So, and I think I finished, minus some putty work, Skeletor's Centaur OC Don't Steal, and shark with leggies and eye beams. And since I had made, let's see, off camera, I made just a custom Brahmin for myself. 2 custom Brahmin, and so I had some extra bodies left over, so we made a, what do we call it, double side beef.
Yep. It's just an incredibly script screw holding this tail together, so I'm
Yeah,
definitely getting in there.
I think after the stream I might attempt to use the finger bones to
Make a spider?
yeah, well, to make a like a centipede horse thing.
Oh, yeah. Wait, they would be like long legs, like pointed down?
Or maybe side leg. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this with just pinning and super glue. I think I need to break out the glue gun. It's just a little too brittle.
Just about. Oh, it's not coming apart. It's just really in there.
Does it have like a hidden screw situation going?
There's 2 points here that are flat, but I think those are just an axle for the face stuff.
That makes sense.
But I think it detaches top and bottom, but I think tearing the legs off might be the way forward.
That is a surprisingly buff Velociraptor. Or
Yeah. All right, maybe the front arms.
and again, they have to
bending
give
like
those
a
to
Stretch Armstrong.
they have to give those to kids. So
Yep, it's too strong. Well, I think you survive another day, Reptar. It's too bendy.
like how in some shots it looks just a little bit like it's screaming.
Ah! Nope. Oop. What if I tear your jaw off? Ow. Stick the teeth directly into my palm. Yes. Yes, good.
Good afternoon, Az. We're making mistakes.
I'm doing violence. I guess, yeah, there's 4 screws holding the frills on, but that's just the frills.
Yeah. I honestly need to get like a bottle of acetone for that reason.
Hmm.
Because yeah, the super glue is a imminent problem. I think that there was Tamily. I think that there was an entire skit on season 11 of Mystery Science Theater. So the first season of the reboot. Uh, regarding a barbecue grill for dinosaurs. Like, there's a song associated with it. It's great.
And
Oh, no, I drilled a little too far on my boar's head. We'll fix it in post. I think technically this is a bee donkey, not a bee horse.
yeah. Don't be fooled. Know the difference. Save a life.
Sevenish magpies, I was considering saying that word and then chose not to.
But bonky.
Yes, I am a coward. Oh, this is upsetting. I love this. All right, I'm gonna smooth the putty on so that it is a little bit more of a smooth neck, and then I noticed that there's some hair, so I'm gonna try and sculpt a tiny bit of hair.
Ooh.
Yep. Yes, donk bee, correct.
Hello, Dr. Donkby.
I would trust Dr. Donkby with my life. I don't know about you.
Well, I've opened an
Oh no.
exploratory hole.
That's what the plastic cement is for.
Oh, this isn't going back together.
That okay. Alright, so he's got a head, but I need to do some surgery on the wingies.
Aha! I win.
Success!
Alright.
Oh, I don't want to do that. That is a cut away from yourselves.
We just need an incision up the belly.
Is everything that friend deserves. Okay, here we go. I do not know if I'm going to do anything with the orange pony head yet, but it has been noted that the braid kind of looks like a spine, so have fun with that tonight.
Whew. They never tell you that dinosaur surgery or autopsies are difficult.
You're never prepared for the first one.
Mm-mm. Oh, Princess Intel. Ponies was 2013? Oh my god. It's 2023. How did that happen? What did I drop? Don't want any sharp plastic shards in my foot zone.
Yeah, oof, yeah. I'm gonna put an inadvisable amount of glue on the back. And probably glue this to my finger. How is this not glued to my finger? I'm amazing.
Good work!
I rolled a 20. Uh-oh.
I broke a knife blade.
Oh no.
Well, a X-Acto knife blade.
Yeah, they're brittle.
So I've extracted this very sharp, pointy metal shard from my dinosaur.
Oh dear. Oh yeah. Yeah, do not step on the dino bits.
Yeah. They are very sharp. Just torn plastic. Got a vision on the return mechanism for the spring. Or for the button.
Neat.
I might just go through the green stuff. It's softer. Exposed your insert workings. Complicated dinosaur toy.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, nope.
Did you glue yourself?
Maybe. Oh, nope. Yep, yes, a little. Okay, but it was worth it. They're roughly lined up. Got some nice donk bee wingies. Like I said, we're back. Not even
A full day.
Nope.
Yeah,
This is
the notification shouldn't refresh until tomorrow. So, like, it doesn't matter how many times you do it in one day, because...
Mm-hmm. No, this is just an occupational hazard. Oh, I have a wonderful, terrible idea. So there's a little. So this is a soft plastic donkey, and it does have a tail.
Yep.
But because it's just a cheapy toy, it's not particularly well modeled. It's not very detailed. So what I can just do is I can just very gently remove the tail, and I can probably go cut and sand this more. And that was still sticky. Occupational hazard.
Yep. Happens to everybody.
Yep. Oh god. Nope. Yep. Nope. That stuck to itself. And this probably won't work well, but I'll take out my little files. What did you?
No, I'm laughing at you giving vertical cleft, let's say.
Yep.
And Bonky got a badonkey.
Yeah. Yep. How did you know what I was gonna be doing?
Because it's the correct move.
Uh-huh. Alright, I'm gonna clip a little bit off to make it flat. The patch heard around the world. A million gamers angry that I flattened the bedonk. Alright, let's give it a stinger.
I think I'm close to uncovering why the legs are so difficult to take apart.
Are they like an actual like welded bar or something that's not actually removable, or
Yeah, maybe.
uses some bizarre screwdriver that's not standard?
Well, whatever the joint is, it's not exposed.
Yeah, sometimes I've found sometimes it's because there's like something that like snaps in, but without knowing how the thing is constructed, it's always just kind of harrowing to be like, do I just keep pulling, or is there some clever way to get this thing undone? And like, it doesn't look like there's any stickers or rubber mats that would be hiding screws on that thing, so.
No.
Okay, I gave him a stinger. Am I being... Am I being overly innocent with this?
I mean, the curve looks a little suspect.
I think... I don't know, but no, that wouldn't go that direction.
It shouldn't.
when this gets painted, it will be obvious it's a stinger. And if you choose to have
Oh,
any other
I'm the problem.
implications, yes. Alright, I'm gonna give it some hair. Some glorious boar's hair. Bonky.
Bulky hair.
Oh, I understand now. Oh no. Well, it's here now. We're here now.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Mom. Don't read chat.
Just close your eyes.
I think we should be proud today.
I've certainly gotten a workout. Yeah.
Toys are serious. Like, what is it? 2 years ago, I bought a knockoff Transformer bus.
Right.
That thing was hard to get apart.
Oh, did you need that for the desert bus?
Yep. Desert Bus season is sort of this extended cut of me getting continually weirder ideas, and then I just
Only
keep
you.
making.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Well, I just keep making stuff until I run out of energy and or back health. So yeah, 2 years ago I was like, I'm gonna make a bunch of superheroes. I wonder if they make a bus transformer. And the answer is there's not an official bus transformer, but they make bus transformers.
Bus transformers become made.
Mm-hmm. Because just because it's not official does not mean that there are not like a ton of kids who would really like to play with a transforming bus. So the funny thing about that particular bus transformer is that the actual cargo load of the piece, only like the driver's seat and maybe the first 2 seats stayed horizontal when it transformed. The rest of them went straight vertical. So I would not, recommend riding that.
Aha! Come here. Ah! I got it.
Good
The
eating
leg
tonight.
is mine now. I can put Jurassic Park branding wherever I want it.
Could probably. Does the foot actually have like a foot outline? Because you could use it to
Yeah.
just.
Just stamp stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've opened a hole so that I could see inside, and the leg plugs in to the bottom. But it's got a lot of support around the button.
Neat. I hope that whoever designed that enjoys their jobs.
I like that it does like 3 things with one button. Because it also
Kinda like
opens the mouth and it would shoot the dart.
Oh! Yeah, kind of like a complicated, like, gear system. That's cool.
Alright. Ever onward.
I am not a mechanical engineer, but I really appreciate good design in general, so that's rad.
Ah, it's got more pegs to hold the front arms.
Oh, neat. All right, I might physically score the putty to make it look more hair-like once it hardens. But I think that if I mess with this more, it's not gonna.
Not gonna get better.
No. I love my.
You bonky?
Yeah, I love my bonky. Borse. Or no.
Nope.
Donk bee. There we go.
Yeah. Bonky the donk bee.
All right.
Ah.
What else do I have? Well, I do have a flying base from one of the bees. I could always just have a flying donkey head.
Yeah? It's true?
You could, but.
Feels very niche.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't stop me. Or, hear me out.
Okay.
I still have some of those leftover eye pieces from
Beholder
the
donkey.
beholder. Yes. Yeah. Or just a donkey head on an eye stalk, just coming out of the ground.
Huh. Weird vegetable.
Yep. I mean, tell me there are not worse Pokemon.
There are not worse Pokemon.
Yeah, the reason we have two cows fused at the head is because
We had extra cows.
we had extra cow bits because I was making Brahmin off stream from Fallout.
Oof. Hit kind of an impasse.
Yeah.
It's like a little vertical wall inside that I can't quite work around with so much complicated things in the way.
Yeah, that might be like Dremel territory.
Yeah. Time to break out the routing table. It's got some battle damage. This dino lost a leg in the Jurassic Park Wars.
Still fighting strong.
Yep. Anyways, I am finished what I can do today, so how about we wrap up?
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
All right. Uh, Thank you, Carrie, for joining us today and approaching me with this idea to begin with. It was a great time had by all.
Yeah, I had fun. Thank you.
All right. And if people want to find you off this stream, where would they do that?
So I am at Iris of Ether, either with underscores or not underscores, on a few different places, like Twitter, Mastodon. I think I have a Tumblr that's mostly just art. And then I have an Etsy that I throw some of my extra stuff that I don't necessarily need to keep.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, in my defense, we came up with this name before this past year.
Look, it wasn't my fault I read it that way.
Yeah, okay, all right. So I make lots of different types of things, and so I said, and I also keep busy. So I asked for some help, and we came up with the term omni-busy.
It's only one S.
I was yesterday years old when I read that the other way.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Yep. And yeah, the Mastodon server is kind.social.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And if you're watching on YouTube, throw us a thumbs up or a like on this video, or tell us what type of creatures could also be mashed together for fun and profit. Goodbye.
We